Woo! 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 My goodness. Hello, friends. Welcome. It's been a minute since I've been on. I've missed you guys and I have been anxious to get back to it. So here we are today with a wonderful recipe for no-bake peanut butter bars. And these are going to be great for this time of year because it's hot. Who wants to turn on their oven, but you want a sweet treat? Well, here's your ticket today. 2 sticks of melted butter, and I should have had this sitting out to room temperature, but I didn't take it out soon enough, so I just popped it in the microwave so that it could soften up a little bit. Okay, and then to that, I am going to add extra crunchy Jiffy peanut butter. Now, here's the thing. This recipe uses creamy and crunchy, okay? So we're going to use the crunchy for the inside, and I need 1 cup. So let's get 1 cup of the crunchy. My goodness, there's a ton of nuts in here. Oh, this smells so wonderful. There's nothing like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But the only way it's really, really good is if you have really soft white bread that when you take a bite, it literally sticks to the roof of your mouth. That's when you know you have a good sandwich. Here's our 1 cup of crunchy peanut butter. We're going to put that in there. And the next thing we're going to add is 2 cups of powdered sugar. But I want to, I've got this peanut butter on my hands. I'm going to go ahead and just mix this butter and the crunchy peanut butter together before I add the powdered sugar. So let's get this mixed up. This is really good. This is going to taste like a Reese's peanut butter cup. So yummy. I think that's good. I'm going to slowly start adding 2 cups of powdered sugar, which I've already pre-measured in these 2 containers. So I'm just going to add a little bit at a time so it doesn't blow all over the place. I think I can just go ahead and kind of keep adding this in. Okay. And now I'm going to add the rest of this. So this is our 2 cup. You know what? I'm just going to put it all in there. Who cares, right? What's worse can happen? So what? We have a puff cloud. That's okay. We'll clean it up. Okay. There we go. Oh, that looks good. Oh, there's our little cloud. Oh, you guys, this smells so good. So I'm just going to scrape down the sides just to make sure all the goodness is down there in the bottom. Okay, and then to that, now that we have that all mixed up, we are going to add, the recipe actually calls for 12 ounces of vanilla wafers, okay? And you guys, I know there's other vanilla wafers you can buy, but there is nothing like this brand, vanilla wafers, okay? I just got the mini, but you can get the regular because it doesn't matter which ones you get, you're gonna have to put them in a food processor. But anyway, the recipe calls for 12 ounces. How many ounces do you think is in a box? 11. So you know what that tells me? I'll bet you $1 million that they used to sell this in 12 ounces. But as we well know, everything is smaller. Everything is. So now we get 11 ounces. So was I going to open another box of cookies for 1 ounce? Absolutely not. because I'm saving my other boxes to make banana pudding. And who's going to know if only 1 ounce is missing, right? Nobody. They won't even know what the ingredients are. All they know is it tastes really good. Okay, so here's my 11 ounces, or maybe 10 now that I spilled some on the counter, but it's okay, of vanilla wafers, okay? And so that was the whole box that I had put in the food processor. Mix that in to the batter that we got going. So now we have our wafers in there. Now the next thing we're going to add is a bag of the mini chocolate chips. And guess how many the recipe calls for? 12 ounces. And guess how many's in the bag? 11. Why do they do this to us? But you guys, I do remember when these used to be 12. I do. Guess what? We are only going to put in 11 because I'm not opening another bag for 1 more ounce, and nobody will be none the wiser. And it's getting really thick now. So I'm going to slowly combine those mini chocolate chips into that. Okay, and I'm going to get all of this out of here, because it's kind of all just sticking to the beater. Move in the sides so that all of those chocolate chips can get incorporated. You know what? I'm going to just do this by hand now, because it's all the mixing's done, and now I'm just combining in the little happy chocolate chips. Now I'm going to put this batter into a 13 by 9 pan that I've already buttered, okay? So you want to use butter, because who doesn't love butter, right? So let's put this batter in here. Smush this down in this pan just to make it even for the bars. Try to get it as even as I can. So that they come out about the same. I think that's good. There we go. That looks pretty. So there's our bars. All right, so now what I need to do is the topping that we're going to put on top of the bars. So let me wash my hands, and then we're going to do the next step. In this container, I have 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And to that, now I'm going to use the creamy peanut butter, and I'm going to add a ½ cup of creamy peanut butter. We're going to call it good, and I'm not going to scrape it off. It's okay. More peanut butter is better, right? Nobody's going to know the difference. So here's our ½ cup of creamy peanut butter. And now I am going to put this in the microwave, and I'll just be stirring it every 30 seconds until all this is melted and combined. So I melted the chocolate chips and the peanut butter in my microwave for, it's been about a minute. Pour this chocolate mixture over the top. I didn't want to go, I still see a little bits of chocolate chunks in here, but I didn't want to overdo it because I didn't want the chocolate to seize up. So I'm good with what it looks like right now. And I'm going to spread it out on top so that all of the bars will have chocolate on them. Smooth this out while it's still melty before it sets up. Oh wow, you guys, this smells amazing, and I know they're going to be delicious. I'm not going to leave any of that goodness inside this cup. It's all going on the bars. And I'm sure Randy and Renee and Jessica are going to love these, because all of them love Reese's peanut butter cup. That looks really good. So now I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for at least 1 hour. And then one thing I want to share with you guys, this we're going to end up cutting into like 20 squares because they're really rich. I would not recommend you bring this to an outside event because in the sun, this chocolate will melt and the bar itself will start to melt. Bring it to an event that's going to be indoors. There's plenty to share with everybody and it's very rich. You can go ahead and cut it up and have it on your serving platter wrapped in your refrigerator up until the time you leave to go. But that way it stays solid and it doesn't start to melt. Just wait until you see the finished product. Our little peanut butter bars are all set up. So now we're going to cut them, and I think I'm gonna go down this way with 3 cuts. Man, this is hard. Okay. Oh dear. Oh boy. I got these out, you guys, and I think that the bottom is too dry. With that being said, my recommendation would be the next time that I make these, I would not add all those cookies. It said 12 ounces. Thank God I dropped some and we didn't even have 12 ounces to begin with. I just think that the dough is too crumbly. See that? It tastes good, but it's dry. So next time I make these, I will use, I don't even know. Maybe I would just use like a half a bag of cookies instead of the whole bag of cookies because I just think this part is too dry. I don't know. Maybe you wouldn't even need the cookies. Maybe just the peanut butter, the butter, and the powdered sugar would be all that you would use. Because, I mean, it's just, I think it's too crumbly. So by letting this batter part be more wet, I think would be a better idea. Either no cookies or less cookies. But it does taste good. It's actually very good. It's just a little dry. So I think for sure I would just use either no cookies or less cookies next time. But anyway, it's still good and we're still going to enjoy it. I love you guys. Go have a blessed day.